What's up, guys? Welcome to another breakdown looking at the 2015-16 NBA previews, looking at some of the offensive tendencies that teams have and what they ran last year and what they might run this next year coming up. We're going to look at the Charlotte Hornets. The Hornets offense is based off some Spurs stuff. You'll see some motion strong, some motion weak, and you'll see a lot of sets for Al Jefferson. That's their workhorse. They're going to run some good stuff for him. And they run some good action for guards, too. Some good off-ball movement, some decoy action. I really like some of the sets that they run for their guards. The issue with them is just going to be shooting. Are they going to have enough of it? Are they going to have a solid guy? Is Batum going to be the guy that can step up and hit some shots? Are they going to have enough creators? Can Kemba Walker and Jeremy Lin coexist? Things like that are going to really hurt them offensively. But I think they run some good stuff. I think they run some good stuff for Al Jefferson, some good stuff for their guards, and we'll get into it. So we're going to look at sets for Al Jefferson first. The first one we're going to look at here is floppy rip, where they just come out of like a floppy formation. A guard exits to the wing. You got guard and a forward here. The forward is going to cut across. This guard is going to come here and set a back screen on Al Jefferson's man. Al Jefferson is going to try to get down here and score easily off of it, or he's going to look to post up. This is a pretty common action over in Europe. I haven't really seen it run too much over in the NBA, only a couple teams. But it's good action out of floppy. You know, a lot of teams run floppy. I would say most teams in NCAA and NBA run floppy or a form of it. And it's just good action to get a nice little cross screen or a rip screen to get Al Jefferson to score. In this next set, it's literally just a cross screen, down screen, just screen to screener action. You're going to see Gerald Henderson here set a cross screen, Al Jefferson cut off of it, and then he's going to receive a down screen here. He's going to cut off of it. They hardly ever even looked, I think, to score off the down screen. It was more of just that's how they ran the set, cross screen, down screen to occupy defense. But more often than not, it was looking to get Al Jefferson in the post, looking to get him scoring, trying to get him opportunities to score. So yeah, just a simple cross screen, down screen action, nothing fancy. But this does set up other things that they can run where they go cross screen, back screen in certain situations, and just set up some specials and counters that they can run with this. But it's nothing fancy about it. The next set we're going to look at is another cross screen set, but instead of just setting the cross screen, a guard is going to cut around the guard in the post right here, come and set a cross screen. This guard is going to exit to the wing, receive a pass, and then Al Jefferson is going to cut off it, looking to post up. It's a pretty simple action. A lot of teams in the NBA run this. I first saw it with Tibbs in Chicago about, I think, 2 or 3 years ago. He ran this set for Carlos Boozer, and then ran it recently for Pau Gasol. The Wizards run it for Nene and Gortat. So it's a pretty common action, but it's pretty effective to get some almost initial or decoy action before they look to get the man in the post. But yeah, it's pretty good. And all this this post up stuff, they run it for Al Jefferson, but they also run it for other players to set up other action. So here we're going to see a UCLA screen-to-screener action. So it's the same action. They're going to cut to the wing, cut off a UCLA screen, and then go cross screen, down screen. This action actually sets up the next set we're going to talk about, where they reject the UCLA screen. So off the pass to the wing, Kemba Walker is going to come here, and he's actually going to reject the UCLA screen and receive the pass back again. And then the opposite big is going to set a pin down screen for the guard over here, who's going to cut up looking to get a shot or looking to get a quick score off the pin down. This set is a simple chin set, not starting off with a dribble handoff like normal chin sets would, or I have seen. You're going to have a pin down screen for the guard. Guard's going to cut up. He's going to pass it to him. He's going to receive a back screen. Big is going to follow into a ball screen, and it's just back screen, ball screen, chin action. Pretty standard. This next set we're going to look at is one of my favorite sets. It's called Two Down Roll. The Phoenix Suns and Mike D'Antoni ran this for their guards, where a guard curls off the post, kind of like in post rub rip, and curls off the post and then goes underneath the basket. The guard or forward in the post is going to look for them coming off a down screen to the top of the key. It's good decoy action out of the post. One of my favorite sets that the Phoenix Suns used to run, and Hornets run it this year. The Wizards ran it this year as well. It's pretty good action. More often than not, to get into horns or other sets, the bigs cross or play for each other. So he can choose either side. He can cut off here. He can cut off here. He can look to get a quick score. But basically, the goal is to screen his man. He's going to pop up here, receive the pass, and then just attack quickly or catch and shoot. It's a pretty good set, and this actually sets up the next set that we'll talk about too. All right, in this next set we're going to look at, it's a similar action. The bigs are going to cross and play for each other, but instead of cutting up looking to score right away, it's going to be a big into a ball screen, followed into another ball screen. And then when the guard comes here and clears, they're both going to go and set a nice little double stagger kind of throwback screen for the weak side guard who's going to come off it here. So it's similar to a throwback set, but not exactly. It's one of my favorite actions that they ran this year. All right, and lastly, we're going to look at a side out of bounds set that they ran this year. This guard is going to cut and clear the corner. The point guard is going to cut through the bigs looking to get the ball normally, and normally just flows into a high ball screen, but instead he's going to actually curl and come in here. This big is going to open up. It's going to go pass. Big opens up, pass, and then it's going to be screen the screener action. And I'll show you with it when they get to that position. Guard curls. Pass a big, he reverses it, and then you got screen here, inbounder cuts here. After the pass is made, it's going to be another down screen, and it's just screen the screener action. Scored off this quite a bit. It's good for guards like Brian Roberts, Kemba Walker, Jeremy Lin, guards of that nature. That's it. Thanks for joining me, guys. I really appreciate it. If you have any questions about what the Hornets run or what you'd like them to run or any basketball talk, hit me up on Twitter at halfcourthoops. Check out my website, thebasketballplaybook.com. I'll be uploading a bunch of stuff there this season, clinic notes, and it's a good coaching resource. Take it easy.